Renegade, 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 renegade.
They call a podcast Poppy. Kinkos, I see they tryna copy. Diamonds in the chains, bust down wrists. And you ain't never seen no like this. What? Tell me something I don't know. What? Tell me something I don't know. What? Tell me something I don't know. Like when it drop, whole game in the chokehold.
I be out on a late night, opposite a play fight. See slime break night, this break night. My wrist watch is like a break light. And you can get it right on your gravesite. So tell me something I don't know. $50 pizza when I'm eating in Soho. I heard that you in love with the stuff in your in them. Hate me, they hate me. What should I do?
All right, Coach, thank you. EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to Gillette Stadium in Foxborough, Mass. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Miami Dolphins and the New England Patriots. Set to go now in Week 6 of the NFL season, and we are underway on EA Sports. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. They'll try and start this drive in the air. And his first pass is incomplete.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored, you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
Here we go now. 3-19. 3-19.
He'll try again with the arm here on second down. And nearly an interception here on their opening drive. But instead, third down.
Oh, man, that was close. The opportunity to change momentum, big play, right in his hands, unable to come down with it.
A sigh of relief, no doubt, on offense that fell harmlessly to the ground. So now an early 3rd and 10 here on their opening drive. Looking to throw. And he's got an open man. It's Gronkowski. And he's got the first down yardage before being taken down at midfield. A very solid gain of 27.
Well, sometimes our pregame meetings do pay off, don't they? What do the guys in the locker room call him?
Well, they said it with a chuckle. They called him Old Reliable.
Yeah, that means he doesn't move quite as fast as he used to, but he still knows all the tricks, doesn't he? Even that little gentle push-off in order to get open, he finds a way to pick up a first down.
On the ground, it's Thompson. And he's across midfield and into Miami territory. A gain of 3, second down.
Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the first half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback, and no better way to do it than to establish the running game early.
Thompson. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. And they'll lose a yard that time, and that's going to lead to a third down. And on third down, a nickel formation here defensively.
Here we go now. Green, 39.
Back to throw. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Raekwon McMillan. And the return out shy of midfield to the 46-yard line. They told us repeatedly earlier in the week in our meetings, we need some plays from our defense here on the road early. They got one.
And don't think they were above all week long pointing out to their defense that the other defense is rated higher than them. You going to let that happen, guys? Is that how we're going to play? And they responded to the challenge.
They'll run for the first time with Devontae Freeman. And they went the wrong way there, losing yardage back at the 43-yard line.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know. You know better than I. He has the ability to take over a game, so what do you do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels, because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through, it's nothing but room to run.
A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. To throw on second down is Tannehill. And nearly an interception here on their opening drive. But instead, third down. Now keep in mind, they did have 3 interceptions last week. Couldn't quite come up with a first quarter pick that time.
But they had to like what they saw in terms of reacting when the ball is thrown. We had an expression when I played. It was called break on it. Every time the quarterback puts the ball in the air, break on the football. Go make a play and accumulate those interceptions.
Former defensive back. You remember those 3 interception games. It can be contagious, give you a little momentum.
They really can, and it doesn't matter whether it's one person or if you spread them across your entire defense, everybody wants a piece of that pie.
30.
Now a play fake, and it's Tannehill. He's going to look deep down the field. And a shot taken on third down, unsuccessful. 4th down now.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. The Patriots offense now. They worked their way back onto the field. That opening drive ended with the INT. It didn't lead to points, but still not the way they were hoping to begin the game.
But how about going and telling your defense, thank you, a huge thank you. You said it didn't lead to points, stalled off that drive. Now they've got a chance to redeem themselves and maybe reward their defense a little bit by putting some points on the board on this one.
Now a first carry for their fullback. And he'll get him a little space here up to the 5-yard line. Barkevious Mingo in that time on the tackle.
Good solid gain on first down, about what you'd expect from the big guy carrying the ball.
Hey, tight end's right. Watch tight end. Hey, boys, we got 4. 4 down. Check.
They'll run with Thompson. And they'll bring him down right around the 13. 8 yards there, getting him out of danger. It's a first down. Charles, they won last week despite him not running the ball well. They told us need to get him going. Runs like that help.
And they talked to us about leaning on him because, as you noted, last week they didn't have to. Still won the ball game. They leaned on other people to give them the yardage that they needed, but they really want him to be that guy, and that's what they're doing early in this game.
Right back to him on first down. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line. That one good for 13 at a New England first down. Relatively small sample size, but that's his longest run of the first quarter. Bounced it out to the outside to make it successful.
And to get there, you actually need some help. It's not just your pure speed getting to the corner, making sure that the blocking is taken care of inside so the pursuit doesn't get you. And oftentimes, those wide receivers, tight ends that might be flexed out, they've got to control the edge and make sure no one from the outside can spill the play before he gets there.
They'll run it now out of the gun. He takes this for 3 to the 29. Now it looks like we've got a Patriot down, slow to get up. We'll get a report when we return to Foxborough. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Over the middle, Dorsett. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's third down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Out of the gun now on third down. Flush to his right. He can run for it, and he will. Only able to get back a yard for his efforts, and that leads us to fourth down.
And, partner, I would guess that in his headset he was hearing from his coach, it's third down, don't take a sack. And in this case, he's able to avoid the pressure and get out of there. He doesn't get the first down, but he does turn a possible loss into positive yardage.
On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. The Dolphins offense now working their way back onto the field. The crowd may be losing just a little bit of the edge after back-to-back punts.
They want some big plays. They want to see some offense. They want to see somebody break away, whether it's through the air or on the ground. Now it'll be interesting to see where the patience is on both sides. Each head coach, can you hang in there and not try and force something that could put your team in some jeopardy?
The drive will start with a carry by Devontae Freeman. Found a little room there as he's up to about the 37. A good run there on first down, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 2.
Next, the receivers help spread the defense out, and they were able to come through with a slashing run.
But to that point, it's going to be interesting to see the personnel chess match as this one progresses.
Yeah, you're exactly right. Can they continue to create running lanes out of passing sets? And if so, it's going to be a long day for the defense.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. On first down, Tannehill. On the right side, open is Gesicki. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. A gain of 6 there on first.
Nice rhythm throw there on first down. He located his tight end, made it a nice, easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage.
Let's go.
6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. Now the pitch to Freeman. Freeman with a fast feet. Oh, an absolutely filthy juke. He's got some space now. And finally out of bounds, just a few yards short of the goal line at the 3. A big run there by Freeman. 52 yards. And Freeman, not sure if he was a surprise exactly, but he sure took the NFL by storm.
Well, when you talk with his team, they'll tell you they saw this coming. They knew he had the talent. They were just ready to turn him loose on a full-time basis, and he took full advantage of it.
And now one of the most electrifying runners in the game today.
Hey, 20. Go.
They'll try and pound it in with Drake. And this one will wind up with him losing yardage back to the 4-yard line. Back now with Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Second quarter begins with the Dolphins in possession of the football. And they'll come up looking to keep this drive moving. Second and goal, and the lone man in the backfield is Freeman. They'll give it to him up the middle. And he is in. Touchdown, Miami. Devontae Freeman with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Dolphins are in for 6. And he was excellent on that drive. He deserved to be the one to get across the chalk.
Oh, I agree with you totally. A workhorse on the drive. And how about that last decisive run to punch it in?
Robbie Gould on for the extra point. Oh, I was just about to say he had missed an extra point all season, but there it is. His first miss, no good. Gould now out to kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line. Now the Patriot offense set to take over again. And things haven't started so well for this side. 2 drives, 2 punts.
So now you've got to start looking not just at play calling, but which guy's going to step forward and say, okay, let's get this thing done. Because within that unit of 11, sometimes one guy can make a big-time play and break.
Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. But I think the Patriots are going to hang on to the football. They do. They get it back.
On plays like this, when the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is a quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Raekwon McMillan. And that interception sets them up beautifully already in the red zone.
And you can hear it all the way up here. Oski, everyone turned to block, find a spot, and now they're set up inside the red zone for their offense.
Hey, 20. Deep.
After the interception, here's Tannehill. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. The completion good for 3, and it's second down. That first down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7. A shotgun snap for Tannehill. Swings it out to the flat for Freeman. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. It's a good gain of 11. Sets him up 1st and goal.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. A pickup of 4 on 1st down. It'll be 2nd and goal. They get it to him running left. And he takes it into the end zone for the Dolphin touchdown. Kenyon Drake, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Dolphins are able to grow their lead. Solid job up front. Really just a solid job all the way around to get that one in.
That was well executed, wasn't it? Well blocked, well run. End result, 6 points.
Touchdown. Gold with the extra point, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. That'll be taken in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he'll get this only back to the 20. Now the Patriots offense, they work their way back out onto the field. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. Phillip Dorsett, the intended receiver. And it's second down. Some of the fans here don't seem too happy about what we've seen in this first half.
No, not at all, and I understand why. They've looked lethargic, out of sync, and it shows on the scoreboard.
They'll try again from the 20 on 2nd and 10. Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete. Seems like this defense, especially the secondary, has really been contesting about every throw in this first half.
Remind me of a good half-court defensive basketball team. Every time a pass is thrown, they're right there in good defensive position, able to affect the play.
New England on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 10.
Set! Green!
They're going to look to throw. Looking for Gronkowski, and he's got him complete. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. The 21 yards there as they convert on 3rd. To throw here. He targets Jordan Matthews, and it's caught. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. A gain of 6 there on 1st.
He decided to run a hitch route. It really helps to have a guy who can turn it loose. And, boy, he rifled one in there on that one. Not much run after catch, but it worked really well.
They'll look to throw here. And Matthews over the middle with a grab. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. The Patriot passing game is rolling. They've got another first down. Clock running, under 4 to play now as they come up on 1st and 10. He'll look to throw. Caught on the right side by Dorsett. And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
Now. Green 39! Green 39!
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. His throw caught at about the 5. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. He got 29 yards that time. The Patriots into the red zone for the first time. They've got a 1st and goal just inside the 5. Back to throw again. This is caught. Gronkowski. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. He'll get only 2 there, and it's 2nd and goal.
Well, they're unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he...
And this is caught. Touchdown, Patriots. As his guys are in for 6, and the Patriots have cut it back within a score. Well, that's about as quick of a passing touchdown as you'll ever see right there.
Everyone has a section in their playbook called the quick game. That was a super quick game. Out of the hands of the thrower, bam, right to the receiver, successfully for a touchdown.
How in-depth is that quick game part of the playbook?
It's pretty in-depth because people want the ball in the hands of the quarterback into the playmaker's hands downfield as fast as possible. There are a lot of plays, a lot of options involved with that.
Gostkowski now out to kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30. Line. Out comes the Dolphin offense now as they get set to take over here. And they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offense that's humming.
Agreed. What you were looking for is the defense getting the ball back pretty quickly, right? Hoping for a 3-and-out. So that didn't happen. You can't yell at your D for that. They've got to take care of their own business and reestablish themselves now that they're back on the field.
They'll run with Freeman here to begin the drive. Not much room here as he only gets it to about the 30. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. Well, earlier this half, you were wondering how they were going to defend him. I think you used the term bottle him up at different levels. They've struggled to do that.
They certainly have, because when you see them approach, in order to bottle them up at different levels, that front line's got to take care of business.
Looks for Parker, and it's intercepted. Devin McCourty picks it off, and he's able to get it back here to the 43-yard line. Parker unable to get that one. This defense had 3 interceptions last week. They're on pace for more than that here, 2 in the first half.
Do not adjust your set. This is not instant replay. This is a defense that is locked in. They're essentially running the routes for the receivers and turning into the receivers themselves, aren't they? I mean, it is amazing what I'm seeing, because the reaction to those guys back on the back 7, phenomenal.
This quarterback now 10 of 16 throwing the football. It's 1st and 10. He'll look to throw. And he whips that one incomplete there. Jordan Matthews, the one he was looking for. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync, only way to play good defense.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. He's going to let it go deep for the end zone. And they went for a big play through the air on 2nd down. Couldn't connect. Now it's 3rd.
Another dangerous throw there, partner. I mean, he's already thrown 2 interceptions here in the first half. I don't know if you want to keep throwing up 50-50 balls and you've had that kind of lack of success.
Yeah, absolutely. Very well could have been a 3rd interception in half number 1. New England on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 10.
Detroit! Gone, gone! Gone, gone! Gone, gone! Gone, gone!
They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. Escaping the pressure right. Wide open receiver complete. And finally, down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. So it's 1st and goal and a great opportunity to get that lead back before the break.
Detroit! Detroit! Watch it now, Barney! Barney!
They'll run it here. This is James White. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. 5 yards, a good run there, and now 2nd and goal. When we talk about being on schedule, I think they're on schedule after that run, getting it right down there on the doorstep.
Maybe even a little bit ahead, because now the defense can't dictate with pressure. They're guessing about where you're going to go. I might come right back at him with the same play, the same set.
And he will score. Touchdown, Patriots. It's their quarterback. His second TD of the game and 18th of the year. And the Patriots are an extra point away from going out in front. Gostkowski the extra point, and that will give them the lead here as we get on towards halftime. Gostkowski now out to kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. And out come the Dolphins now. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned it. They're down. They're trying to get back into the game. But you've got to figure, if something goes wrong, you may have put yourself in a spot where you may not be able to come back in the second half. Managing risk, this is a big decision here.
This is Freeman on 1st and 10. Nifty move there on the run, but ultimately brought down at the 25. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
Play action, it's Tannehill. On the crossing route, complete. That's Grant. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A really good pickup of 28 yards. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. Now a first down throw, Tannehill. And he's going to go down. Couldn't get a throw off with the pressure. Maybe that was for the best, as that brings us to the end of this first half of play. So we've reached halftime here at Gillette Stadium with the Patriots on top. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. Out comes the Dolphins now. They'll go on offense first here in this third quarter. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. Third quarter starts with a run by Freeman. Oh, that's just not fair, and now room to run. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A big hitter there, a first down gain of 26 yards. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. Freeman again, first down carry. And very little running room there. He did get a couple up to the 49.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down. So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8.
Hey, 20.
Out of the gun, Tannehill. And it's caught by Parker. And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line, tackled there. Tannehill with a hook up to Parker for the Dolphin first.
In today's football, where receivers break tackles, make people miss, get upfield for the extra yardage, when you see a play like that where it's caught and he's dropped on the spot, that's a big-time play by the defense. And that last carry puts him right at 100 yards for the game. So how has he done it? Because he's been patient, followed his blocks, let everything develop, and then burst through for big gains.
On 2nd down, here's Tannehill. Throw left side complete. It's Grant. And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. They get 9 out of that one, and as a result, the drive continues.
I always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open, that makes things tough for guys trying to get to the football.
On 1st down, it's Tannehill. And he's going to be taken down back around the 35-yard line. And we say it all the time, have to be able to get rid of the ball sooner than that.
You have to help your offensive line out. They're going to protect you as best they can. And if you're getting 3 to 5 seconds to throw the ball, they're doing a really nice job. But when you hold it and give up a sack, you're really almost discrediting their work.
Here's Tannehill now on 2nd down. And throw right side complete to Parker. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. The Dolphin passing game rolling here. They've got another 1st down. From the red zone now, Tannehill. Looking left sideline, but it's incomplete. Albert Wilson, the intended receiver there. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
Had the right idea there, trying to throw it to the sideline, but he let him just a little bit too much, trying to get it out to his receiver. Ends up falling to the ground, incomplete.
20.
On 2nd and 10, Tannehill. And he'll slide down to avoid the tackle. He turned that into a nice gain, gets him 8 yards closer for 3rd down.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
On 3rd down, Devontae Freeman. And they'll lose yardage here. They go backwards to the 13-yard line. Losing 2 yards that time, and now it's 4th down. And Gold is able to put it through, and the Dolphins have taken the lead. A dozen plays on that drive that ends with the field goal.
Let's go ahead and break out some of the old chestnuts here, right, partner? Keep the ball in front, rally to it, and make the tackle, right? No big plays given up, no balls over your head. Bend, don't break.
Hold on. Chestnuts?
You like
Come
that
on,
one?
what does that mean, break out? That just because you break chestnuts?
I'm not sure about that, but I'm just going with why they said that. I have no idea. That strong return has set them up nicely for this drive, and we all know the next score is going to have a major impact on this game.
You can just kind of sense the momentum turning here. It's 1st and 10.
Hurry up, here we go. Green 39, green 39.
They go play action here on 1st down. Over the middle, Dorsett. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or two shy of the 40. First play of the drive going for 14 and a 1st down.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
Here we go now. Blue 90, blue 90.
They'll run it now out of the gun. Able to push forward for about 4 down to the 37.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
All right, here we go.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. So after the 2nd down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6.
Blue 90, blue 90. Gun, 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 gun.
They'll drop to throw. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete. We have not seen a whole lot of wide-open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot just about every time.
And they've held them in check on the scoreboard. That one's not going to get there. Not enough juice. An ambitious effort, but it's well short. And this score will stay right where it is.
Everything looked good. Good snap, good hold. Sometimes, though, the ball just doesn't want to go where you want it. And this one winds up no good.
So after the missed long field goal attempt, this offense set up nicely at the 44-yard line. On 1st and 10, Tannehill. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down.
And, partner, I think that was a great example that not all tight ends are created equal. Because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
Hey, 20.
To throw on 2nd down is Tannehill. To the sideline. Wow, what a catch. Doesn't get a lot out of it, but he is able to keep the feet in bounds. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up third down. The Dolphins on third down, just 1 for 3 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 3. From the gun, here's Tannehill. Complete to his running back, Kenyon Drake. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. That one good for 13 and a Dolphin first down. Tannehill on first down. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Freeman. And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. It'll be a gain of 8 yards, and that'll make it a second down. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's able to get it to the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line. 9 yards on the pickup there, and it keeps the drive alive.
Well, that last run makes this a 100-yard night. I've loved the way he's hit the holes. He's been quick, he's been decisive, and he's been a whole lot of fun to watch.
Back now in Foxborough. It's been a good one so far. Just a 2-point game here as we get set for quarter number 4. On the heels of that good carry by Devontae Freeman, here's 1st and 10. Running game working. They'll stick with it on first down. And he'll take this down for about 4 yards down to the 15. The recipe's pretty simple, I think, right? Just give your superstar the ball, continue to feed him.
Yeah, don't overthink this one, right? Make sure he's touching the football, but you're also counting on his intelligence in playing the game as well. If it's not there, don't force the run. Just make sure you hang on to the football and keep the clock ticking.
On second down, Freeman. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. It'll be a loss of 1, and they're going to face a third down. A shotgun snap for Tannehill. And he goes down. It's a Patriot sack. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
So a big kick coming for Robbie Gould. He'll have the win at his back here in the 4th quarter. And Gould is able to put it through. And that will push the lead up to 5. So they get to 3, but you wonder now, is that going to be enough?
Excellent question, because when I look at the smiles on that side of the field, they're a little tight, aren't they? If they had scored a touchdown there, those would be big half-moon grins right now because they'd feel a whole lot better about their position.
And a touchdown in the other direction, all of a sudden they're down. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. Charles, this one not over, certainly, but you set the magic number earlier in this game at 20 points, said that they would need to hold them right around that marker under it. What are you seeing here?
Well, that number is still in play because we said, okay, 20 or under gives them a chance to win. Right on pace for being in that range. And guess what? They've got a shot.
Now the first play of the drive there is incomplete.
Well, they're slinging it, and then there's one you got to put a timer on, huh? I mean, that one came in hot.
That came in hot, but overthrown out of his reach and incomplete. From the 34, they'll come to the line on 2nd and 10.
Hurry up, here we go. 3-19.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. This is White on the screen. So the screen good for only 2. Now it's 3rd down. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
Gun, gun! Gun, gun! Gun, gun! Gun, gun! No. Check. Patriot! Patriot! All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Gun, gun! Gun, gun! Gun, gun! Gun, gun! Hot! Hot!
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. The Patriots send out their punter as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. Then the Dolphins getting set to go here. They're holding on right now to that slim advantage in a one-score game. And you hear a lot about 2-minute offense and 4-minute offense. Obviously, the 4-minute offense applies here. How do they run that effectively?
Yeah, really what the 4-minute offense is you're just trying to grind the clock. So you want consistent gains, steady gains. Doesn't have to be big plays, but it has to be plays that gets first downs and keeps the ball away from your opponent.
But certainly throwing the ball is in the mix here.
It certainly is. Just make sure that you're careful with it. And again, get those first downs, keep possession of the football.
And he takes it all the way down to the 28-yard line. A big run there by Freeman. 48 yards on the ground. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Right back to him on 1st down. Down right around the 25. The corner, Stephon Gilmore on the stop. Offensively with the lead, you want to run the ball, keep the clock going, but you also want to still kind of be in attack mode too, right? So how do you do that and not come back on your heels?
Yeah, think about all the practices we've watched where they have that tempo period to go over things just like this, where they describe the scenario, tell you what they're looking for, and make sure that they're still attacking, yet at the same time not going so fast as to leave too much time on the clock.
Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down. This a big play for both sides. What will we see here? 3rd and 4.
Hey, 20. Deep.
Now with the play clock down to 2, we're going to get a timeout here. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense.
Right. Deep. Right. Deep.
Another carry for the workhorse tonight, Freeman. And they'll get him down right about the 20. Now we're going to get a timeout here called by the Patriots. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the fourth quarter. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. This will be a 37-yard attempt. And Gold is able to put it through, and that'll push the lead up to 8. But from a defensive perspective, though, I think maybe they're saying, hey, we did what we needed to do, kept this a 1-score game.
Yeah, without a doubt, because they were able to bleed some time off the clock, right? Put themselves in a good position, but it's not out of reach yet, okay? Being able to hold them to a field goal means that they do have a chance to come back and win this game.
This will be taken very short. And he'll be out of bounds across the 25. And now out come the Patriots. They punted last time they had it. What steps, Charles, you think they have to take to make sure they don't do that again?
Well, let's just go to the football 101, the trade expression 101. Win first down. Make 5, 6, 7 yards on first down and make it a 2nd and 3, 2nd and manageable. Keep accumulating first downs that way. Keep moving the football. You don't want to get behind the sticks because then the defense has the advantage.
5 yards on the catch there brings up 2nd down. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Left side, caught by Matthews. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. That one good for 13 at a New England first down. They'll look to throw here on first down. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down.
It's a lot of contact going on there, and in the end, unable to keep 2 hands on the football and bring it into his body.
Everything looked pretty good until the finish. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10.
Gone! Hurry up, here we go! 3:19! 3:19! Hot!
He'll look to throw. And this is hauled in by Matthews. And he'll get it down to the 47 here. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down. Boy, the evolution of the game and how these guys on plays like that can get out of the pocket, keep plays alive, it just makes things so much harder for defenses.
It really does, and we're talking about an era in the game where the quarterbacks are the most athletically gifted that we've seen in a bunch. I mean, when you talk about collectively, it's unbelievable. So their ability to move is practiced now. It's not necessarily, oh, he just took off and you guys figure it out. When he takes off, everyone knows where to go now. They know how to run routes, change things, make themselves presentable for the quarterback. It's a lot of time that they put in on it. It's not just your static 1, 2, 3. This is where the ball goes anymore.
He may try and run for this. And he's going to have a first down as he's brought down at the 44-yard line. They keep the game alive, at least for the moment, as it's a first down. Back to throw. Gronkowski got it on the crossing route. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. A good pickup there, 26 yards. They'll look to throw. And it's caught by Gronk for a Pats touchdown. Gronkowski, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Patriots move back within a couple of the lead. All right, now a big 2-point conversion attempt still to come.
Here we go now. Blue 90. Blue 90. Leopard. Leopard. Gone.
Back to throw. And it's caught. And with it, we are tied here in the 4th. set to go now with the kickoff. These two teams all even again as we continue in this wild fourth quarter. That's fielded in the end zone. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line. So now here come the Dolphins. They've got work to do, but they do still have a bit of time here.
And they've got to feel comfortable with that, but they have all their play sequences called. If they get out of bounds, that allows them to huddle and call another play. But if they don't, it's hurry up to the line of scrimmage and either spike it and stop the clock or continue to move it downfield in order to try and get in range and win this game.
See if they can do just that. Now a handoff. It's Freeman. A nice little juke. Space to maneuver at the 40. Devontae Freeman. They're not going to get him. And all the way down to the 5. A big run there by Freeman. 66 yards for him on the ground.
But they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
A game-winning field goal would be a chip shot from here. Let's see how they play it on 1st and goal.
We got three, folks. We got three. Hey, 20.
They'll run here with Freeman. And he's maybe going to get this back to the 4, but that's about all. Now whistles blow, and the Patriots are going to take another timeout, as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game. Line of scrimmage, again the 4-yard line, 2nd and goal. He'll get it up the middle, and he'll get it down close to the goal line, but not quite in. And play is stopped here. Timeout. It's the defense calling the timeout here, as they stop it here with just under 40 seconds to go in the game. A big play to start the drive got him in this position, but this defense has held firm since, and now it's 3rd and goal. They'll look to run with Freeman. No gain on the play, and what to do now on 4th and goal.
Now that was a big stop on 3rd down, and this is where head coaches make their money and answer the question right here and now. Do you kick the field goal for the 3 points, or do you go ahead and try and grab yourself a touchdown lead?
And in his 15th season, he's able to get this one to go. And it's celebration time on that sideline as they have taken the lead in the final seconds. And you know, in an era of cost-cutting and maximizing your roster, this is a club that does not skimp on special teams, and in these situations, it pays dividends.
And that's great vision by the organization. When the difference between winning or losing depends on who you have kicking the ball, would you rather have a street free agent out there or a solid pro like this? Answer's pretty evident to me.
Now let's go. 319. 319.
One final shot. They'll look to throw. Wide open, Gronkowski. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Well, going into the final play of this game, they knew that they needed some type of a miracle there at the very end, but they couldn't get it done. However, we were treated to really a spectacular affair.
Even though they didn't finish it off, you're exactly right. They took us down to the last play. We're still, you're wondering, could it happen? Possibly, even though we both knew it was a long shot.
So for Miami, their strong start to the year continues as they're up to 5-1. And another road date awaits them next week as their opponents will be the Los Angeles Chargers. Meanwhile, for New England, the loss will drop them to 4-2 on the year. And they'll try to make amends next week as they host the Cleveland Browns. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports.